David Roddy, rookie season. You feel like you're in the NBA?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's just been a blur since I've gotten drafted. So, training camp, summer league, hanging with the guys, moving in. It's been a huge transition. So finally getting settled in and playing games has been a lot of fun.
You mentioned all those steps, right? Like getting drafted, moving in, coming here, summer league, you're here, you're there. If you would have 6 months ago, if you would have told yourself where you're at right now, what would have been like the thing where you were like, wait, for real?
Yeah. Probably just ended up in Memphis, really. Again, just how fast, that process went. In the middle of free draft, you don't know where you're going. So you're kind of just stressed out all the time, trying to, play your best in every workout and everything. And, for your team to finally select you is kind of a breath of fresh air and definitely, a lot of weights off your shoulders by then. But then also, there's still work to be done. So it's a gradual transition.
And it's still obviously early in the season. Have you been able to does it feel like home yet? That might sound crazy because I know college sometimes doesn't even feel like home when people are there for 4 years. And I know you've been here for a few months, but when you walk into your home now, does it feel like, okay, we're back after a road trip?
Yeah, it feels like that for sure. We had a road trip in preseason and I was just looking forward to coming back home even after 2 games on the road. So, again, whenever we have a long road trip, I'll definitely be looking forward to getting a win and getting up out of there. So, no, it definitely still feels like home.
What's been the hardest transition? Because people, and maybe for the first little while, it is super glamorous. You get to travel all over. Of course, it gets tiring, but you're still in the glamorous part of it because it is early and you're in your first year. The hardest part, though, has been what?
I feel like the hardest part is just learning your role. And, everyone's role is different in college. So, everyone's a star playing 30 to 35 minutes a game. And, as a rookie, if you're on a veteran team, there's not a lot of minutes to be, going around. So just taking advantage of that time as well as just trusting the process. It's the first time I'll ever play 82 games or 100 games in a season. So experiencing that for the first time is going to be, pretty difficult. But, again, I have great veterans and great coaching and training staff here. So I think I'll just do just fine.
What is your role on this team?
It's a little bit unique, I would say. Again, just knocking down shots, really, and guarding. Using my versatility, so using my strength and guarding the bigger guys and being quick enough to guard the smaller guys. So kind of switching 1 through 5, just be comfortable with that as well as making the right decision. Doesn't have to be all complex and, not, super complex moves or anything like that, but just keep the game simple and knock down shots.
So you think one of your hardest adjustments is more the physical side, like keeping your body ready for 82, 100 games, rather than the mental side of, the NBA is just a different game altogether than college?
I would say it's a little bit physical, but I think it's mostly mental. Again, just going into a season or going into something that you've never experienced before is something that can be draining, as well as just the travel and trying to find a routine and everything is kind of rough. So really just trying to figure out a routine and kind of sticking to that is something that's really important to keep your mental state healthy over 100 games. Do you have a routine? You have a routine set? Almost, pretty much. I'm just working through some things right now, just trying to experiment what works best for me on the road and, pretty much at home as well, just trying to find a routine. So
walk me through home morning. Mm-hmm. You wake up, give me your game day.
Yeah, game day, so it really depends. So sometimes we have rookie duties, so we got to bring some food.
This is one of the ones where you have rookie duties.
Yep, rookie duties. Yeah. So home games, we got rookie duties. So, it's spread out between the 4 of us, 5 of us. So either we got to get some donuts for shoot around for the coaches and the players and stuff. So got to wake up for that. Got to go there, order the donuts, come to the arena.
Where? Dunkin'?
Krispy Kreme is the favorite so far, but there should be some local spots too. We'll mix it up one day. And then shoot around, pretty much get your treatment as well as whatever you want to do before that shoot around time. So I might get us some extra shots before then, shoot around, and then go back home and then just rest up, try to take a nap, and then go back to the arena and mentally lock in before the game.
Do you have once you get to the arena? Because some people are superstitious, some are not. Do you have a stuff you got to do when you get here?
I try to eat a little bit before the game, probably 90 minutes before the game, just so I don't go in on an empty stomach. That's when I get loopy and lightheaded. So you don't want to.
Passes out.
Yeah, I don't want to
you
pass
don't
out
want
on the
that.
court. So I feel like that's one important thing, as well as just stay hydrated and just try to stay as loose as possible.
So that's a lot of the physical stuff. The mental side, I've asked a couple players this in previous seasons. When you first enter the league, there is a different spotlight on you in terms of social media, people talking about you, good or bad.
Yeah.
Has the way that you digest social media changed at all?
I would say so, just through my college career as well. It's not to the magnitude of the NBA, but I really don't pay attention to too much of that stuff. Again, a lot of people are supporting me, so I really appreciate that, but I don't really focus on the negativity too much. I don't really give it any time because I don't want it to clog up my mental space. So.
Is there negative stuff already?
Nah, I don't
Okay.
think so.
See?
Yeah.
See?
I'm not even sure.
Memphis is just a big hug.
Yeah, no, for
right?
sure.
Tyus Jones, you had mentioned in a couple interviews that you grew up, maybe not like idolizing him, but like seeing that someone from your hometown had made it and was doing really big things.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about like anything that you remember from little David watching Tyus?
Yeah. Man, I mean, I was in middle school when he was still in high school. And man, he was like selling out every single home game, every single away game that he went to. He's one of the top ranked point guards in the country, and did really well on the AAU scene. He's still a legend over there. So, all I remember him was winning the state championship, like where his team versus the other team had like on paper the way better team. But when Tyus is on the team, they're always, gonna win or be in the game at the end, and they were, and they made winning plays at the end. So I think it was his senior year. So it was a cool moment. I mean, I didn't know that I would become, NBA teammates with him. I also played with his brother Trey in AAU, so I got to know him and his family through that. And again, they're just such great people, and he's such a great person. So now I have an honor and privilege to play with both Joneses. So.
Hey. When you're initially drafted to Memphis, I know the first thought is not, oh my God, Tyus. The first thought is like, oh my God, NBA, oh my God, Memphis, oh my God, my life is about to change.
Yeah.
Where in the list are you like, oh my God, I know someone on this team. Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it was, I think it was like the next day. He kind of texted me and was just super, super excited. He kind of texted me through the process as well, just trying to give me as much advice as possible. And
what's the advice he gave?
Just
Pre-draft.
enjoy it and have fun.
That's what everyone says.
Just show what you got, and understand that, during the lull or the drag of the pre-draft process, that you only go through it once. So it can be a grueling process, but again, he's just showing his support. So I appreciated that.
Did it help at all in terms of transitioning to a new city, a new team, a new like lifestyle essentially, to have a friendly face, or do you think it, like, you got teammates here, so they're all kind of your friends now?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, having peers that went through the pre-draft process, as well as, again, Tyus and Trey and all those guys, and coaches as well, who, coached in the NBA, who kind of went to Colorado State, they all helped me during that process. So it was definitely you felt a lot better going into each workout, just because you know that you're prepared for whatever they throw at you.
Yeah, and talk about throwing something at you, David. One of your first games, they're like, all right, well, you're guarding Luka.
Yep.
What are you thinking when Coach looks down the bench and he's like, Roddy, you're up?
Yeah, no, it was a great challenge. I mean, it's very exciting. I mean, Luka's one of the best players in the world right now. So, for me to get a first experience and kind of have a welcome to the NBA moment is something I won't forget. And it's, again, more motivation to get back on film and, do it again and accept the challenge again.
Have you officially had a welcome to the NBA moment?
Yeah, I would say
is it?
so. I mean, the first one was when we were playing the Knicks on opening night, and Derrick Rose was guarding me when I got subbed in. Derrick Rose was my idol as a kid, so
no way.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite players to watch. So that was a pretty cool moment, as well as guarding Luka. Guarding a top 5 player like that was very exciting, and I learned a lot from it.
Was Derrick Rose nice to you?
He was cool. I mean, he ain't talking nothing. Yeah, they don't.
So he wasn't mean though. So
Nah,
he didn't
nah,
ruin
he's
your
not
childhood.
mean. Nah, no.
Okay.
No, he didn't
So he
talk
can
trash
still
or
stay
anything.
up
Yeah,
there.
he could still, stay up there.
Who else did you like as a kid?
Man, yeah, Derrick Rose. I mean, Dwayne Wade. LeBron James, of course, and just all those superstars.
Do you think it's going to be, obviously you won't have another welcome to the NBA moment, but will you have like holy crap, I'm playing against LeBron James?
I mean, probably. I mean, we just played the Nets, so, I mean, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are also checked off the list, and, I mean, I feel like it's a special moment for that, but also it's just like, you know, they're my opponent right now, so I'm trying to beat them. So it's a little bit of the feeling of like, oh my God, that's Kevin Durant, as well as like, okay, no, we need to stop him before, you know.
Yeah, like that has to wear off eventually.
Yeah,
right? Like
you're
playing with John Morant.
Yeah, you give it like maybe 2 seconds of thought, and then you have to go back to like, okay, Jaw's my teammate, and we have to guard Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. So.
You brought up kind of like the strength and toughness and what it took to, and I'm bringing up Luka just because it was kind of like right at the beginning of your career, like boom, go, Dylan Brooks is out, you got this matchup. But like, I think one of the reasons, and correct me if I'm wrong, is because you do have the strength. Like someone like Luka is quick, but he's also so strong, you know, he gets you on your hip and he can really move you wherever you want unless you're a big guy.
Yeah.
And I was watching your college highlights. You just dunked on everybody in college. That was just like your thing.
Yeah,
the toughness just is there from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the football mentality that I still have.
Weren't you a quarterback though? So you weren't
I
tackling
was.
people?
I mean, I played defensive end as well because it was a small school, so I had to play both sides. But having that mentality of not being afraid of contact just kind of, you know, stuck with me just through my athletic career. And then, you know, now in the NBA, it's like, you know, it's more unique now, I would say, than in previous years. So for me to be as agile and as strong as I am, that's something that, you know, coaches is challenging me about, is seeing if I can guard, you know, the smaller guys, as well as kind of, you know, being a intimidator or a dominant force in the post. So
what do you mean in terms of like it's more unique now? Like you feel like you can own that skill more? Or
yeah,
like
I feel like
dive into it?
yeah, I feel like it's something that is needed, or, you know, something that is promoted through the league. Trying to find guys that, you know, are willing to use their body and use their physicality against players and kind of, you know, throw them off their routes and everything like that. So I mean, like a PJ Tucker-esque or a Jay Crowder-esque guy that is very physical but can guard multiple positions.
Do you think you could? Have you ever out-physicaled Steven Adams?
Not yet. No.
Can anyone?
No. No.
In the world?
He's too smart. No.
Oh, too smart. Because there was a video that
yeah.
went on Twitter, I'm sure you saw it, where Steven Adams was just standing there, I forget what game it is, and someone comes up to him and like tries to push him, and he's just like a rock.
Yeah, no, he uses his leverage really well. So, I mean, yeah, and Steve-O's like the largest human being I've ever seen. So, yeah, no, it's pretty hard to move Steve-O off of his spot, for sure.
You bring up football when it comes to your toughness. I bring up being the youngest of 5 brothers. Talk to me about growing up.
Yeah, growing up, the youngest of 5, the age gap was 6 years, so from the youngest to oldest, so many fights.
I think I remember you telling me that, and I'm like, every
it's crazy.
time.
It's crazy.
Like, how fun was that?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, we would, you know, play sports against each other all the time, but I mean, lots of roughhousing, lots of arguments. I mean, you know, mom and dad would go to work. My two older brothers would try to babysit us, and we would just wreak havoc. Yeah, they would try. We just wouldn't, or just be rebellious and stuff like that. I mean, we're just so close now, you know, but we grew an appreciation of each other when we all left the house, pretty much. It's like, I went to college, they went to college, and they're like, oh, y'all are actually pretty cool. So let me have a good relationship with y'all now. So
it took you guys leaving each other?
I mean, not leaving each other, but like, I'd say midway through high school. I mean, my oldest brother was already out of college and everything like that. So, but just developing an actual good relationship with them rather than just seeing them every day and arguing with them about
whatever.
Yeah, literally anything under the sun. Yeah, toast, cereal, dishes, something, chores, anything. Like,
they visit you yet? Has everyone been here?
Not yet. So I got one of my brothers down here now who's living with me, as well as my mom, and then some of them are maybe planning on moving down, but you know, they got their own life too, so they just want to relax and stuff. But I text them and talk to them every day.
I want to talk about your mom. A moment went up on our socials before. Was it the first game? I feel like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She was down on the court, and you guys were like It was very like intimate moment. I felt like maybe we shouldn't be watching it because she was obviously saying something to you. What, like, you don't have to give me word for word, but like, what was the message before that game for you?
Yeah, it was kind of a ritual that we've done since my junior year. She really just comes to me and just kind of says a prayer, and just for safety, for myself and everyone, and just kind of just playing free, and just understanding that, you know, this is a gift and I've been blessed with this life. So, I mean, every time she's at a game, she finds her way down, really. I mean, even in Milwaukee, I didn't even know. I was just, right before the game, she was already down there. So, you know, she's been a great support, and she's
a mama of 5. She can do anything.
Yeah, no, she can do
get
anything.
anywhere
Yeah,
and do
you don't
anything she
want
wants.
to mess with her. Nah, not at all. Yeah, that's that Northeast Minneapolis. You don't want to play with that. So, nah, but she's been awesome.
This whole family that you've been talking about, they're going to be dripped out in Nike soon, or what?
Yeah, I know what they're gonna get for Christmas for sure. I already texted them. It's like, yeah, y'all gonna be good.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
but no more
don't worry about
stripes. So you signed a shoe deal with Nike. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
When that finally goes through, what are you thinking? Like, does it make it even more real, special? Like, what is the feeling?
Yeah, no, it's a special feeling. You know, again, for me to grow up always wearing Nike, as well as, you know, being supported by them now, is just it's a great accomplishment. It's something that, again, will help myself and my family. So, you know, it's just, again, I'm blessed, and it's very exciting.
If one of your brothers walks in like head to toe in New Balance, is it a fight on the spot?
Yeah, it's probably, I'm just have to check and be like, bro, I just got you like 10 tech suits, bro. Put one on. You know what I mean? So, but they won't do that. They might pull a prank on me or something, but we'll see.
All right. A prank?
Maybe.
I'm here for pranks. That's what brothers are supposed to do to each other.
We don't do pranks too much, but.
Maybe now that you're older.
Yeah, maybe now
That's
we're
like
older.
the sophisticated
Yeah,
fight.
you know, like.
Because you're not going to like tussle now. You're adults.
Yeah, yeah, we're adults.
No, you can just prank each other.
Yeah, gotta let our aggression out somehow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
My very last thing for you is I need to hear about brown sugar cinnamon pancakes.
Brown sugar. Oh yeah.
You tell me.
Yeah. That was from college?
Yeah.
Like an article in college? Yeah. So in college, when we had our own apartment, my sophomore year and junior year, I started kind of making breakfast for the house on certain Sundays.
Why?
Just because, I mean, we would just kind of, it was just a common area in the kitchen, and try to pull everyone out their room. Some, you know, me and my closest friend Isaiah we would always go out there, but it was kind of harder for the rest of the other 2 roommates to come out because they're just hermit crabs.
So you made the cinnamon
Yeah,
smell.
so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, gotta whip it up. So recipe is pretty simple. I mean, it's just like pancake batter, and I sprinkle a little cinnamon or maybe some bananas sometimes in there, and
Fancy.
it's very good.
Still cook?
Very good. Yeah, I still cook sometimes, but
You have a specialty?
probably breakfast. Just kill breakfast, those pancakes. My mom bakes, so she bakes fire cookies. A ton of stuff, though. Yeah.
Now I'm starving.
Yeah.
We should go eat.
I need to get some food, too.
Yeah. Thank you for your time today.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Woo! Not brown sugar then?
No.
You looked
not
at me like
brown
I was
sugar.
crazy.
Yeah, no, it's just cinnamon.
So they lied?
Yeah.
All right.
They didn't know the recipe, you know what I'm saying?